Josh. I'm joined with Pedro, who has just gone and won, I would say, a very impressive game in top 8.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it felt really good.
So tell me about the game. What were the turning points? What were the big moments for you in the game?
As it has been with some of my games, I would say that the main turning point is when I can successfully use Unlocked Gateway. Fortunately, I was lucky enough that one of them went into my archive, so I had a little bit more of a leeway of when to use it. But one of the key things during my games has been to decide when to use that.
So, did it go into your archives of Hexbeyond then?
That's with Expion, that's the Maverick, and it's been doing wonders for me because combining it with Unlocked Gateway, it's just I can play it without feeling any remorse for playing it and destroying it, because then when it gets destroyed, I just get to put it in my archives and archive the top of my deck. So that's really good as well, because if it's a good card, then I'm happy to use it whenever. But if it archives a card that is not as good, then that just means that I have more space in my hand to get a better card.
See, when I looked at your deck list at the beginning, I said, well, Hexbeyond, it's not the best Maverick ever. But I think you might be right. With Unlocked Gateway, I think it might be one of the better Mavericks you could have gained.
Indeed, it's amazing. I've used it so much.
Now, Unlocked Gateway was what came out for me. When I'm sitting on the stream, that's what jumped out.
Yeah.
The second Unlocked Gateway, you destroyed more of your creatures than your opponents. How come you were able to do that?
So at that point, I think I had Life Web in my hand. So and I had Persistence Hunting came up after. But basically, what I felt is, knowing my deck, I knew it was risky. I'm not going to lie. I felt that it was risky when I did that. But the way I saw it was, if they then play 3 creatures or more, because if I clear the board, I'm basically forcing them to play more creatures. And if they have to play more creatures, then I can use that Life Web more successfully. So that's what I was going on through my mind.
That makes complete and perfect sense. Now, the other thing that really jumped out about your game, Amber Generation, I don't know if you reaped all game. It was all just the bonus Amber from
That's
cards.
Right. That's right.
Is that something your deck does a lot? Is that an aim of your deck?
No, it does a lot, definitely. I can tell you that it's not the first match that I've been to where I haven't reaped a single time. So it's the second match where I haven't reaped, or if I reaped on this one, it was probably once max. But yes, it does a lot of that.
Really does, and I loved it when you combine it with Unlocked Gateway to clear the board. Then you don't need to do anything in terms of taking out creatures, so you can just focus on your action cards.
Yeah.
Has there been any games that have been particularly difficult this weekend? Any strategies that have hurt?
Well, I've lost one game. It was the first game that I had that was streamed. I was on the second table, and it was that one was a bit difficult because it was just, there were a lot of creatures, and basically what happened in that game is that I didn't get my Unlocked Gateways at the right time, so it's really key that I get them at the right time, and I have been lucky enough for that, but that one, that game, I just couldn't have it when it mattered.
And my last question, you start the tournament, you get 3 decks, they're all sealed, you've got to choose one. When you open up a deck and it's got a Maverick and a Legacy, and that's a very small percentage of decks, does that make you go, oh, I really hope this is good, I want to play this deck? Absolutely,
100%. The moment I looked at it, and it was the first deck that I looked at, the moment I saw those 2 symbols, I was like, oh, I really, really hope that it is good. Turns out, it was.
Was it hard to make the decision?
I wouldn't say it was easy, but definitely the fact that it had that, and then going through the cards, it was fairly easy.
Excellent. Well, it seems to be doing you quite well. You're heading off into top 4.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And there are going to be 3 other people in top 4, and I think we might even have a little game between myself and Josh over lunch. So grab yourselves a nice cold beverage, but don't go anywhere. We're going to be back very shortly indeed.